These are the SoundPEATS Air5 Pro Plus, and these are honestly one of the more stylish earbuds that I have had my hands on and really reviewed. And just for full transparency, SoundPEATS did send these out to me to review, but wasn't none of that little crafty stuff where they say, hey, make sure you say this, make sure you say it. No. We do straight full transparency, no BS reviews around here, and I'm gonna give it to you the way it should be. You know, you feel me? Because that's just how it's supposed to be. But they did send this out to me, so shout out to them. And I mean, really just right off rip, the fitment of these and the design of these, I personally love a lot. Because with me, with these big ass ears, I like, when it comes to earbuds, nothing like the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds or anything that have that design that doesn't look like AirPods do not really fit well in my ear to a point where they won't fall out. Because with me, I like to work out with earbuds in my ear. I don't like to have headphones or anything like that, so earbuds are the way to go. And that whole AirPod design just always feels nice. But with these ones in particular, these actually fit very, very snug in my ear, and they didn't wiggle at all whenever I was at the gym using them. They were nice, snug, the seal was perfect. I just used a regular medium tip because it does come with additional tips if you need it, but I had no issue with that. And not to mention, I do like the design of not only the case, but the earbuds within itself. Now, they did add this little thing that says, hear the difference. So that's, it's kind of funny that they put that there. It's kind of like a little corny thing to say, like, hear the difference. But you know, besides that, they have the little SoundPEATS in the back right here, but the earbuds within itself actually look pretty freaking sweet. Look at that. Has a little gold accent with just a black earbud that I actually enjoy a lot. So yeah, I gotta give them a plus on that. Like the whole design of this, just the way it looks, the packaging of it, I think is pretty sweet. It has a little magnetic closure for the package, but obviously we're not worried about the package. We're worried about the actual functionality of the earbuds within itself, and if they fit, they feel good, sound good, all that jazz. And I can confidently say that they do feel good in your ear. So if you like the whole AirPod type design, this is gonna fit perfectly fine in your ear, no worries. One last thing to note about the fitment that just kind of bugs me is that it has no in-ear detection. That's kind of huge, because nowadays, I mean, you got like $30–$40 earbuds that are doing in-ear detection. Is it the greatest? No, but they do have to implement it. And for this price point, which is about like $130, $140, something like that, on sale for like $100 something, they don't support in-ear detection, and that's actually like something that sucks, let's be honest. Because when you're using earbuds and you want to talk to somebody, taking one out of your ear so you can be able to hear them, the music keeps playing on these, but like it doesn't stop. So in-ear detection helps with that, so you can be able to put a sensor in the actual earbud, so it lets you know like, hey yo, it's actually in your ears and it's blocking something, like blocking that sensor, so you can be able to hear people talk. But no, whenever you take these out, or even when you take both of them out, the music keeps on playing, and that's just very, very annoying. For the given fact that it does waste battery if you forget to play pause or something and you want to put your earbuds down. It should just be something that is normal with earbuds in general, that you have in-ear detection, so you don't have to worry about it whenever your earbuds are out of your ear, whether it's one or two, whatever the hell it may be. That's just one big thing that kind of makes me mad about these. Now with the controls of the actual earbud, they do use a touch sensitivity, and that's just one thing I just do not like about these earbuds is the controls. Not the whole touch sensitivity thing, because I'm fine with that, but whenever they allow you, so let me first start by saying they allow you to customize the way the touch is. So if you want to press it once to play pause, if you want to double tap it to skip to the next track, you know, just etc. But the thing that they missed the mark on, that I wish a lot of just companies did when they implement touch controls, that a lot of them fail to do, is swipe gestures. The reason why I say swipe gestures is because if you are pretty much customizing the touch sensitivity, like you have to be limited on what all you can do. So meaning one earbud does one thing, the other one does the other. With me personally, I like the way I have it with my AirPods, which is allowing both sides to do the same thing. Because if I'm doing something with my right hand, I want to do with my left, vice versa. If I like, after doing that with all of the little controls and just customization that you can do with the touch sensitivity, you start to leave out certain things, and you almost have to go down the route of making one earbud do one thing, the other one do the other thing. So in my case, I have no touch controls for any volume, and that's where like a swipe gesture up and down would have been sweet for like volume or something like that, similar to like the AirPods. Obviously they can't make it exactly the same as AirPods, but at least make the touch sensitivity on the actual earbud itself, so you can be able to freaking control volume, whatever the hell you want to do. So just adding that one little bit goes a long way for controls, but that's just for me, that's just my personal preference. You may like to do one earbud does one earbud does the other thing. For me personally, I like to have them both, just in case I'm doing something different with one hand, I want to use it with my other hand. You feel me? Hopefully you feel me. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. I was honestly surprised about the sound quality with these. These kind of blew me away when like we're talking about sound quality, because I'm always used to AirPod Pro 3s. That's what I rock with. Those are my daily drivers. I use those for the gym and everything. But the sound quality on these sound pretty freaking good. So they use an XEMES micro speaker that helps with like the high frequencies and the treble, so you can be able to have like a nice clear like mids and highs. But it also has a 10mm driver that's responsible for the sub bass and the mid bass that I think does very well. Now people, they do say that it comes off too bassy right out of the package and stuff like that, just straight default. But me personally, that's the way I like my music. But it's not too bassy, like, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna compare it to the CMF buds too, because those are earbuds that are owned, and I know that those are super bass heavy. The thing about those is that they're super bass heavy. You don't get me wrong, but they're super muffled when we talk about the mids and the highs. This right here actually does it very well. So I was listening to country music, R&B, hip hop, and with R&B in particular, you get the mix of the vocals as well as the bass that's going on in the background. More predominantly the sub bass, which is that bass that you feel on the inside. You feel me? Like that sub bass. And not only did the vocals sound really clear and loud, you could also feel the sub bass in the background, to where it wasn't like, in my opinion at least, it wasn't overdoing the bass. But if you go to like a hip hop song where there's a lot of mid bass, sub bass, all that bass, you're gonna feel the bass. Like it's there. But the good thing about this is that you're able to customize the EQ the way you like. Only crappy thing about that is that if you do a preset or something like that, you can't really go back to default until you customize your own EQ, which is a very, very like annoying thing, to be honest. So if you wanted to use like a preset of like a bass boost or something, you have to go to like a customized EQ, because you can't take it off for some reason. I don't know if it's their app or whatever the case may be, but it is nice that you at least get a complex EQ that you could be able to tailor to your own liking, which is always nice, because the only one that really does that is Sony, that I've seen at least, with their headphones and earbuds, to where you can be able to customize the EQ, and it's nothing like, oh, here's the bass, here's the treble. No, it's like actual frequencies in the EQ that you can be able to change. Now, the biggest downfall of these earbuds is the battery. It has a laughable 6 hours with active noise cancellation off. Not on, off. A lot of earbuds nowadays allow you to do it with on. 6 hours ANC on, and I think that would have been standard per se if he did it like that. But off, come on SoundPEATS, that's kind of laughable, let's be honest, because if you're going to use these for daily drivers, a lot of people like to use active noise cancellation, like me, myself included. I like to use it for active noise cancellation, and the fact that you have them with ANC off is just laughable. You do get the 30 hours with the charging case, which is nice, and you do get the fast charging capability, so if you charge it for 10 minutes, you get 2 hours. But dog, if you're using ANC 24/7, you're probably getting about like 4 hours of battery with the earbuds, which is just very, very irritating. So SoundPEATS, I really don't know what the heck was going on with that. But your next iteration, like if you're gonna create some like a new one of these, you gotta up that battery, because the battery on this is just, it's honestly laughable. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not to even mention the case itself. You know, this one right here has no wireless charging. So not only you get 6 hours with ANC off, you don't have a wireless charger on this that is almost available in every like newer car per se, or really almost in any household. There's some sort of wireless charger somewhere, you feel me? Now, if you don't use wireless charging, then that's fine, you don't need it. But I think regardless, no matter what, just putting a wireless charger in the actual case, and I understand like you only have so much room to put that here, but like at least accommodate for some sort of wireless charging. So all somebody has to do while they go to sleep or something like that is just plop this mug on a wireless charger. They don't have to worry about any cables or anything like that. Now let's talk about the app. The app, I do not like at all. I am not a big fan of the app, and the reason why is because I feel like the app is just like, I feel like it was rushed. There's just so much on the screen. They have so many freaking options that you have to click around and go to, and it just gives me that feeling of like, okay, because when you think of it like from a UI perspective, right? Because I do a lot of that for my 9 to 5, which is just UI and stuff. When you look at it, it just looks like they plop a background, they put like squares, like it didn't seem like they spent a lot of time on the actual app itself. And this is not me dogging on you SoundPEATS at all. This is just me being straight, transparent with you and everybody else, that the app, I just don't enjoy, because there's just so much going on in the actual app. And I don't know, maybe you could change the UI of it of some sort, or like give you the more like straight on stuff that you need for the actual earbuds within itself. But I mean, the whole firmware thing, like I updated the firmware, and it says that it was successful, but when I go back to the firmware, it says that I can still download it. It's just very confusing, and I think that it just needs a little bit of a lot of bit of polishing up, let's be completely transparent. Now, of course, it's the Augie G channel. Anytime we review my microphones and stuff like that, headphones, not really microphones, but headphones on mics and earbuds and stuff like that, I always give you guys a mic test because that's what I have to do. And here it is. This is a test using the SoundPEATS Air5 Pro Plus. That's the name. Just got at the gym, had it in my ears. I was like, you know what, might as well do the little mic test for you guys. I asked my girl how they sound. She said they sound okay, not the clearest, but whatever you hear right now is coming straight from the earbuds. I'm using the Blackmagic cam, so you're able to hear it straight through the earbuds. And yeah, you guys let me know. There's not a lot of sound going on in the background, but it at least gives you some sort of idea of what the quality of the mic sounds like. So let me know. Hopefully I didn't catch you off guard right there, but hopefully you're able to actually hear the mic quality in there. Like I said in that video, I do use the Blackmagic cam on my phone because it allows me to use these earbuds as the mic source, so you can be able to hear it directly from this on my phone. I did have a little chat with my girl on these. She said they sound okay. She would have told me if they were clear. She would have been like, okay, they sound really clear. So I'm going to take her word on that they sound okay. They're not like the greatest mics on the planet, but you got to think, you got to set expectations whenever you're buying $100-something earbuds, which is still a lot of money. Do not get me wrong, but when you're comparing it to like other flagship models from like Apple, Samsung, Sony, Bose, things like that, you do have to push back on your expectations on, okay, maybe they are going to cut some corners on certain things. In the mic, I could say they'll be able to hear you, but I wouldn't say it's like crystal freaking clear. Active noise cancellation and transparency. I will say for the active noise cancellation, it does do its job. I wouldn't say it's godly at all, but nowadays, whenever there's active noise cancellation in something, it does pretty freaking good if the company knows what they're doing with active noise cancellation. And that's just what it does with these. Like, I wouldn't say it's godly like AirPod Pro 3s, Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras, or anything like that, but I can say it does do the job. Like, for example, I have like a heater that went on, so any like white noise or anything like that, I'm sure of block. Now, I don't know anything about, you know, being on an airplane and how that will be with like the wind noise and stuff like that. For the most part, if you want to block anything out, like whenever I was at the gym and I put these in my ear alongside with the music playing, the active noise cancellation did do a good job of blocking that out, and I wasn't able to like really hear a lot of like, you know, dumbbells clanking left to right, people just grunting and stuff like that. I wasn't hearing none of that jazz, so that is a big plus. Now, the only thing that's very confusing about that is that they offer like different modes of active noise cancellation. I get wanting to do AI, the whole AI jazz with active noise cancellation and hybrid and all that jazz, but just keep it simple. There should be no need why I have an indoor, outdoor, freaking traffic and all that other jazz. Make the active noise cancellation, make it good. And if you want to do adaptive, go ahead and include adaptive. But doing the whole indoor, outdoor jazz and all that doesn't need that. Honestly, if I want to adjust it at that rate, then just give me a active noise cancellation slider that I could be able to adjust it with, similar to the way like Sony does it with theirs. They allow you to adjust it the way you like. They do offer an off mode, which is always nice. So if you don't want transparency, you don't want active noise cancellation, but just off, which is just the amount of sound that's coming through your ears with it being sealed in your ear, that's good. Now the transparency, it's good. I wouldn't say it's super crystal clear, but it is good. They do offer a vocal enhancer, which makes it just sound more like a robot, but it kind of just isolates the voice. So I guess that's a plus. I really wouldn't use it personally because the transparency, let alone itself, is okay. Now, all in all, are these worth it? Now I can say yes and no. So here's the thing. If you do want these for something like the gym, you want to spend $100-something, get them on sale, whatever the case may be, sure. These are good earbuds. Do not get me wrong. They sound freaking amazing. They look freaking cool. It just has its drawbacks like the battery life being laughable, not having wireless charger, and really the biggest deal breaker for me for it being daily drivers is the in-ear detection. Now, obviously the battery and stuff is a deal breaker for a lot of people just to start off rip. But the in-ear detection, because this is right when you take them out, you put them in your ear, boom. First impression, no in-ear detection. You take them out, you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is it still playing? You feel me? Why am I taking both of them out and they're still playing? Like, why do I have this open? Like, what happened to me? Why do I have this open? It connects to my phone and the music is playing and it's not stopping because it's open. Like, they need to have in-ear detection to allow not only the freaking laughable 6 hours to stop playing, like the music stop playing, but also so your battery doesn't freaking die. Let's be honest. So that right there is a deal breaker for me personally. I still obviously rock these whenever I need them in a pinch and I know they're fully charged. But aside from that, I do think there are options on the table when you go from like something like Nothing. Nothing has a really good pair of earbuds, that's their flagship model, that you may pay a little bit more for, but you still get all of like the good features that you really need in earbuds for a really good price, pairing with one of my favorite apps on the market when it comes to headphones and earbuds. I think they offer a really good app, but I'm not talking about any other brand. We're talking about the SoundPEATS and whether or not these are good. I will say they are good if you're worried about sound quality and stuff like that. You have no issues with that at all. But like I said, the points that I made, such as like the touch controls, the battery, the wireless charging not being there, no in-ear detection, those are things you just have to keep in mind whenever if you want to use these as a daily driver. You want to use it as a backup, they'd be cool backups, but daily drivers, I'm not too sure if I could really recommend that per se. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are able to get some sort of value or insight related to the SoundPEATS Air5 Pro Plus. And hopefully SoundPEATS, if you are watching this is not a, oh, I'm just trying to poop all over your freaking earbuds or anything like that. I'm not trying to do that. This is a full transparency review. You guys watch me to give you a full no BS review on just products in general. So you guys sending this out to me, I still greatly appreciate that. It means the world that brands, even including SoundPEATS, are sending me free products. Like, this is the dream, which is having free products sent to you so you can be able to review, test, have, like, that stuff right there is a blessing within itself. So SoundPEATS, I do appreciate you for sending this out to me, but hopefully you're able to take these points, such as like that pretty much is a deal breaker for some people, and really implement that when you think about your next pair of earbuds that I'd be more than happy to try. Because if you do have a next iteration of these that you do end up creating and you end up fixing those features, I would love to try it and then re-review that type of stuff with all of you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have these earbuds, how you like them, or let me know if you have any of their other products. Also, let me know what your daily drivers are. I mean, mine personally are the AirPod Pro 3s. I personally love them. I'm in the Apple ecosystem, so it works perfectly fine for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love you guys have been showing me. It means the absolute world to me. You do not understand. And yeah, per usual, thank you so much for taking the time for watching me on your screen, taking the time out of your day for watching me on your screen. I say that prompt all the time and I still can't get it right, you know what I mean? But long story short, thank you guys, and I love each and every one of you guys, whether you subscribe or not. But if you're not, go ahead and subscribe, because, like, you feel me? Like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? But regardless, thank you guys so much, and let me know if you pick these up. SoundPEATS Air5 Pro Plus. We out.